Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller, Prospect, and welcome to another Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 151. Let me go check up on some stuff, see who's in chat. Reg Lab, how's it going, brother? Been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. Everything's going good with you. John Gear, how's it going? A3 Sky Warrior, always listening, brother, always listening. Culver Prospecting, how's it going? Alan Annette Jackson, thank you for joining the show. Stephen LeBlanc, thank you for joining the show, and good luck later tonight when we do the drawing. Ortiz, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here and being a mod. Always appreciate it. All things country. Mark, how's it going? And thank you for being here, and good luck tonight as well. No worries, Ortiz, no worries. Troubled One, thank you for joining the show. Aaron Mack. Richard B., thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. And thank you for being here at the early time. Not sure. I'm not a huge fan of this early time thing, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel at the end of the show. We might go back to the 7 o'clock. We'll see. But this bag, the Paydirt we're going through tonight, is supposed to be a little bit difficult. We'll talk about that in a second. Let me just... PB Preston, how's it going? Got your package in today. Jason G., thank you for being here and good luck tonight. Oh, wait. All right, pop out chat. All right, there we go. Almost forgot about the early. Yeah, that's why I'm not a fan of it right now. So we'll see how it goes by the end of the show. But here, let me move to live chat. But yeah, tonight we're going to be going through some LXR Paydirt, and I'm wearing my LXR shirt to celebrate it. Now, I actually had a secret shopper buy this bag of Paydirt last year, probably in the middle or early last year. It's been a while. It's been sitting on my shelf for a long time. And the reason I didn't review it, because I wanted to review this bag when I originally got it. But typically, if I have a secret shopper, if somebody has a variance, like if they say they can make the bag of Paydirt any which way, from easy to hard, I typically have them make it medium, just so I can see a little bit of fine gold, a little bit of chunkier gold, but not be really hard. And my secret shopper took it upon themselves to order a extremely difficult bag. They told them to make it really, really difficult. But I don't like doing really difficult bags of Paydirt for reviews. Just it takes so much longer. If you miss something, it could really change the ROI at the end. Because fine gold is really hard. So I kept just putting it off, and now it's so late, I figure we'll just pan it out on during Arizona month. LXR's in Arizona, so we'll just pan it out on a live show. Shane Berthero, thank you for joining the live show. Appreciate it. Benjamin Garcia, All Gold Prospecting, AL Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Hopefully everyone's doing good. It's 7 here. Well, that's what I figured. Last time when I was telling everyone I was going to move it, I kept just saying 7 is moving to 6, and that's a lot of people's time, so... The secret shock. So, but yeah, so I typically don't like, now if a seller just offers that, and there's been a few sellers where the only bag of Paydirt they offer is Green River Mining or something like that. They used to only sell Paydirt. That was extremely difficult. And I reviewed them, and it's just, that's if you're going to review a seller. But if it's a seller that has all 3 bags, like if they have an easy bag, a medium, and a hard, I typically only review the medium bag out of the 3, just because it's the one that probably purchased the most. Now, if they do offer a really hard bag, like say Gold Nugget Sales, I did review their really hard bag, just, because I've reviewed most of their Paydirts. So, but just for the first one from LXR, I didn't want to review a really hard one, because it's, to me it might be fun, but a lot of people it might not be, so we'll see. Took off early to be here? Well, don't say that out loud. Work might be watching too. New time works for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of it because I'm just so used to 7 o'clock. So I kind of like schedule my day around and, plan my nap, like when I'm going to go and take my hour to just lay down and, relax before the live show. And I kind of messed up and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 4:30. And I was like, oh, I guess I can lay down for like 30 minutes. So Terry Curie has it going. Beerman's Gold Prospecting has it going. And in case people don't know, tonight we're going to be giving away the golden bag of Paydirt tonight to one of the 10 winners. So we've been giving away for the last 10 weeks. We've been picking a name, a live show. All 10 winners are finally done, or all 10 names and spots are finally picked. So later tonight, we're going to be giving away the golden Paydirt bag. The person doesn't need to be here to win it. It's just going to be giving away. So there won't be a hidden link tonight. And we're just going to be doing the giveaway tonight. I'm just trying not to always be doing one thing. So I'm trying to get it so I'm only doing one thing. I didn't want to get myself confused and be picking a name and them not be on that wheel. So tonight we're not going to have so there's no hidden link tonight, no hidden comment, nothing like that. Tonight we're just going to be cheering on the 10 people who managed to get their names picked the last 10 weeks. So PA Patriot, what's up, brother? Sean McClellan, thank you for going. Work on a new concept. Yeah. Yeah, I think YouTube, I think I saw a study a while back where YouTube, and I think YouTube and Facebook were browsed more during work hours than any other time. So, not surprising. Wrench, what's up, brother? How's the new to you chopper? Or cruiser, it's probably more of a cruiser, so. Hopefully you're doing good. Having a good day. So we're supposed to get some storms later tonight, which I'm not too happy about because it's going to be like in the middle of the night. So it's not going to cool anything off. And in the morning, everything's just going to be wet and it'll just be steamy in the morning. So, and yes, I'm early tonight, MJ. I was like, man, I got to get MJ in this show so she can watch the show for a few minutes. I'll get her before she drives. Yeah, I'm trying a new thing where I'm going to starting at 6. I'm still going to end at around 8. It was just with my kid's schedule, I was just running out of time all the time. So we're trying out something new. So it used to be from 7 to 8:30, and now I'm going to try 6 to 8 and see how this works. So we'll see. KC, what's up? No, the draw's not going to be soon. It's going to be after we do the panning. See, and we got to pan this out. But don't worry, brother. You don't have to be here to win. I mean, I will tell everyone, I think the odds of anyone winning are pretty slim because out of the 10 people I have in there, one of them is overseas. And typically whenever I do drawings, the person who's going to be the most expensive to ship to wins. So I'm going to say if I did rig it, I would rig it so they didn't win. But, I think that's how it's going to, I think that's how it's going to be, But you don't have to be here. I wish I was doing it in the first 20 minutes, but if I do it early, you're all going to run away and go do work, so. Just getting on the road. Man, you must live so far from home. Oh, no, you need to move. That commute, that's too much of a commute. 15 minutes is me. If I'm not going out of town for vacation, I don't drive more than 15 minutes. That's it. I don't care. No, that's awesome, Wrench. That's awesome. Mentally Corrupted, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. No worries, MJ, no worries. We'll probably still be here when you get home. But yeah, so we're going to start pretty soon. We'll give it another couple minutes, wait for the rest of the people to drag in. But then we're going to do some of this LXR Paydirt. And I'm really a huge fan of LXR. Make sure if you... I don't know. Let me check to see if I put a link in for, I can post it. But everyone should go subscribe to his channel. Really great guy. He actually did, I think, one collab with Vendetta. So, really nice guy. And he's been a Patreon member of mine forever. So, that has nothing to do with it, but really nice guy. And he does sell Paydirt. He's got some really cool Paydirts. You have to email him for the Paydirt. So he's kind of, which is another reason why I probably haven't reviewed him very much. Because it's so hard to get bags of Paydirt. And I don't like having my secret shoppers email people. And, they might spill the beans somehow if they're emailing too much, Did I not? Oh my gosh. Let me see the timers. Did I put? I didn't put one on there. All right, we'll go dig it up right now. I'm so bad at this whole live show stuff. One of these days, one of these days. All right, there we go. What's up, Wrench? Thank you very much, brother. Way too kind, way too kind. North 49 RC, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. So if you haven't, make sure you go check out, I posted the link below. Make sure you go check out LXR's channel. Give him a sub. I'm sure he would appreciate it. And again, always sub to everybody that you see on the channel. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, it shouldn't cost you anything, but you know, most of these channels, 99.9% of these channels are free to just watch. So go, everyone enjoys having more subscribers. And yes, LXR has a website. Here, I'll post that too. Let me go see. I'll post that too. I'll get all kinds of links. But yeah, LXR has a website, and he offers Paydirt on it. You have to email him for the Paydirt, you know. But there you go. LXR Postal Prospecting. Really good guy. And he makes them. So I've been a Patreon member of his in the past. And one of the months he sent me a bag of Paydirt, and it had the dragon egg in it, which is so cool. He 3D printed this. You unscrew it. And there was, I forget what was in it. There was a gem or something inside. But it was really cool. And that was in his dragon Paydirt. He had a little dragon egg. And then, of course, I always keep my little LXR bag of Paydirt on my wall because, you know, it's his kid. And you always got to support somebody's kids. So, there we go. The dragon egg. Yeah. Yeah, Luke is a great guy. So sub to the channel. Yeah, so if you're not already a subscriber, I just posted the links above. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Go check out his website. I think his Paydirt's relatively really good price too. He might not appreciate it if I'm telling people to go buy his Paydirt. Let me go see. How much is he charging for his Paydirt right now? Yeah, $85. I think that's shipped too. Yeah, $85 shipped for a 1 gram bag of Paydirt. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good price right now with the cost of gold. After the show, he might raise it. He may raise it after this. A lot of times sellers, you know, if they don't, I don't think he gets very many orders off of his website. I think people, you know, I tend to tell somebody, oh, go there, and they'll get a couple orders, and next thing you know, they're changing their price because, you know, they realize that they're selling it too cheap, you know. And yes, I did. I said it earlier. Maybe, or I thought I said it. Maybe I just said it in my mind and I didn't actually speak it out loud. But yes, I did get in my package and my duct taped bag. That's a lot of duct tape. I was like, man, I'm going to have to open this up over my bigger pan to make sure I don't spill any. But yes, I did get it in. UPS is reliable. My USPS packages have been getting lost all week long. So, Dusty's, how's it going? Thank you for joining the channel. Appreciate it. I don't know if you've got any new videos out. I haven't noticed any new videos out yet, Dusty. Wanda, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Yeah, gold is just crazy. I mean, it's just going absolutely ballistic right now. You know, I don't even know what the spot price is. I haven't even looked at it. And it's so weird. So for like me personally, oh, $76. That's just crazy. $76.70 for gold per gram right now. That is just crazy. But it's funny, when I do my reviews, so I buy my Paydirts, you know, some of these Paydirts up here are for future reviews, and I usually typically get them like 2 months in advance. So the review I shot yesterday and today, I finished up today, and tomorrow I'll be editing. Gold spot was, I think, $65. So when I purchased this Paydirt, I had my secret shopper purchase this Paydirt. It was $11 cheaper. And that's like 2 months. So in 2 months, gold has gone up $11 per gram. That's just crazy. So everything I have on my shelf is just making money. So I might have to start shooting my videos where I tell you what the ROI is when they bought it and what the ROI is as of the day I'm shooting the video. I mean, it won't really make a difference, you know, if it goes down or something. But just with gold going so crazy right now. Silver is going to go up to. I'm not sure about the silver thing. I think silver isn't getting bought as much. I think one of the big things that's driving gold too right now is Costco starting to sell gold. I was reading something where Costco has sold like some amazing amount of gold. Since they started selling gold bars at Costco, they are selling through the roof. So I think that's driving the market too, with stores starting to sell, not having to go to a pawn shop or order online. Because I think that's a lot of scary stuff, especially like for older people. They don't want to go to one of these websites to buy a bar of gold because 90% of the time they either charge you so much more to use a credit card or they're asking you for their bank information. And this kind of been drilled into older people. Don't ever give anyone your bank information. So they don't want to order a gold bar online. They can just walk into Costco and they see it and they're like, oh, there, let me go. And plus, when you get older, you tend to get a lot more emails saying invest in gold or silver and stuff like that. And now you go into Costco and there's like, a wall full of gold bars. No worries, Dusty. That's awesome. So, but I think just different things like that. And then plus, everything going on in all these other foreign countries and our own country is just everything in the world is just so currently unstable that gold is just, but it's just so hard too. Like I was talking to someone the other day and, they had looking for a 1 ounce gold round, and the price of gold just dropped like $100 in like 15 minutes, and it's just like, man, what do you do there? Then you're like, okay, well, let me wait, but yeah, silver really hasn't been moving much. I mean, silver typically with gold and silver, they both tend to raise or lower at the same rate, or maybe gold a little bit more. But if you watch the scale, if you look at the two scales, they typically match each other. Right now, silver's just kind of, you can buy gold's just going straight up. What? Yeah, I mean, I think silver should be around 60. I think silver should be around 60. And I think silver should be about 30 an ounce, and I think gold should be about 60 an ounce. I think those are the perfect prices for them. I think that's where they should be at stable prices. Of course, people who hoard those think they should both keep going up and up and up. But I'm a Paydirt reviewer, and if gold gets up to $200 a gram, nobody's going to be able to buy Paydirt anymore. It will run out. Nobody will be able to afford that because, unfortunately, incomes aren't raising at the same rate as gold. So. Yeah, see, those are the silver ones. That's what I always tell people. If you're going to buy silver, you got to buy like the pandas and the Asian stuff, the Asian calendar stuff. That stuff goes crazy prices once they get, a couple years old. Yeah, and don't forget to smash that like button, everybody. So, but all right, let's go. We can talk some more while we're doing it, but this is supposed to be some really hard Paydirt to go through. So we're going to go through some LXR now. Let me shrink down my ugly mug, go to the panning cam, start panning. See if we can't find some of this gold. And it might be an easy bag of Paydirt. My secret shopper might have lied to me, but we'll find out. Give me a second to set up everything. Nope, that's not it. Wrong button. There we go. All right, I'm going to get my coffee. Get some gloves. Start panning. So if I miss anything in chat, I apologize. I set everything up. Oh, I don't mean buy Chinese silver. I mean buy the, you know, you get it from a reputable seller. Never buy anything from overseas. All right, there we go. It depends. I mean, like, see, me personally, I couldn't. If I used to collect silver a long time ago. I used to stack a little bit of silver, But it had to be something important to me. I just couldn't do just the silver bars. I didn't find it interesting enough to collect. And if you want to get people to collect, you got to make things interesting. It's the same thing with Paydirt or anything else. You know, a boring bag of Paydirt isn't going to enthrall anybody. Most people are going to be like, I don't want to pan that. And, you know, they're not going to. So, you know, I used to collect a lot of the government issue silver. So that's what I fancied. $3.16 an ounce. Wow, that must have been nice. We're gonna need silver later. Yep. If gold keeps going up, I don't know. If gold keeps going up, people might have to switch to silver Paydirt. It might be silver shot Paydirt. Silver bar, so the gold base is silver. That's a good one. Here we go. Oh, nice piece of opal. Typically, I don't like these other little things, but two nice pieces of opal in there. So we're going to put those aside. The rest of the stuff I'll probably pan away. But I like saving little pieces of opal. Is that another one? Yeah, that's another piece. Oh, that's really nice. This is some big pieces. Oh, other little stuff. Another. Yeah, some more opal. We'll pull those. So I know he adds a whole bunch of little goodies to his bags. And again, the story behind this bag of Paydirt was, like I said, I typically request from my secret shoppers to order a medium difficulty bag just because I think that's going to be the most popular. And I think I forgot, or my secret shopper took it upon themselves and they ordered a hard bag. They asked for a really hard bag. They said to make it really challenging. And I typically don't like to review those, so I kind of put it off. And this has been sitting on my shelf for a year, since last year, and gold has gone up so much, I wouldn't feel right doing a review when gold spot was probably like $54 when I purchased this. So we're just going to pan it out, live show, see what we get, see how difficult it is. I did see there was a lot of fine sand in this. So I'm wondering if the gold might be there, but we'll see. We'll do a little bit at first to start, and then we'll add more as we go. HD, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a mod as well. TM, thank you for joining the show. But yeah, that's what I used to collect, was American Eagles. I had a really big set, but when I became disabled, I had to sell it, while we waited for approval for money. So yeah, but just don't collect silver or gold off of Temu. It's a really good price, usually like $2 or $3 a coin, but your grandkids will regret it later on. And they go to trade them in at the pawn shop and find out they're each worth a penny. Oh. Not seeing any gold. Yeah, there's some gold in here. Yeah, but a lot of fairy dust too. Not enough to see. I don't know if this is mica, crushed pyrite, but there is some gold in here. It's just really fine, so we'll see. I figured most people were going to forget about the notification. I almost forgot about it earlier. I had to keep reminding myself all day. Early show. Because I didn't want to be an hour late to my own show. But this is just a sample run. I wanted to see. It's something I've been thinking about, is switching to 6 o'clock, just so I'm not so rushed all the time. And I knew this is supposed to be a hard bag of Paydirt, so I figured, why not try it out? And we'll see how it goes. I need to look at my stock to see what I'm going to be panning out the next couple of weeks. Rusted Pioneering, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And anyone, if I miss you, I apologize, but thank you for joining the show. I am Zaxxon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everyone who joins the show. Oh, and just in case any of my mods, there is no hidden link tonight. Since we're doing the giveaway tonight, we have all 10 raffle names picked. Tonight we're doing the giveaway, so there is no hidden comment. So if anyone asks, there is no one, and mods don't need to drop one. So, David, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Brad, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And anyone who's joining late tonight, we are going through a bag of LXR prospecting Paydirt. And I just dropped the link to his website if anyone wants to check him out. He does have some good Paydirt, and he also has a YouTube channel. Really great guy. You can go check out his YouTube channel, his Paydirt. Like I said, his Paydirt right now is only $85 shipped for 1 gram bag. You do have to email him and ask him to make you a bag, but that price might not last if a couple people go over there and ask him to make him a bag of Paydirt at $85. All right. So, yeah, a lot of fine gold. Really fine gold. It's got some chunkier pieces in there, though. And then a lot of pyrite or mica dust. A lot of fairy dust. Ugh. I hate fairy dust. I like fine gold. And I like panning fine gold. I've never been a huge fan of like the pyrite and mica. All the fairy dust just drives me crazy. This feels like I'm at a rave with a glitter bomb just went off in my Paydirt. But good news is we'll probably, miss some of this gold and it'll go in the Tuesday tailing. So, Jeremy, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. How you doing, brother? John R., how's it going? Thank you for joining the show and good luck. And good luck to all the people that are here that names were pulled. I've seen most of y'all here. We'll read off the names in a minute. It's literally like if you were on like Neverland with Peter Pan and he had his like, ooh, look, I got some Paydirt. And Tinkerbell was like, oh yeah, hold on. Because not everything that glitters is gold. I do see a couple pieces of pyrite in here, so it might be pyrite dust. So far, good gold in every bag. I mean, every pan. See a nasty piece of pyrite there. Strippers make the bag. All right. G&V rock hounding, how's it going? Oh man, that sucks, John R. I have in my medicine cabinet, I have a little thing of the medical super glue, just in case. Beats duct tape any day. No, you're not entered. Here, let me tell you everybody who is entered for tonight. Who is entered tonight? Let's go. What we got on there? So the wheel of names tonight, we have Nathan, Casey Sering, Bierman's Prospecting, Stephen LeBlanc, Alan Jackson, Bierman's Prospecting again, Wheezen Geezer TV, who's probably not going to be entered because he's a mod and he's not here, and I'm very disappointed in him. And I'm just kidding. Weez and Geezer is a great guy. John R. Prospecting, Mark DeFrancia, and Jason G. Those are the 10 entries for tonight's giveaway, and they will be winning a 1 gram bag of Miller Prospecting's Golden Paydirt. And like I said before, I've got a pretty good idea who I think's going to win. They're pretty good because typically whenever I do giveaways, if one person is overseas, that's who's going to win it because that's the most expensive way to ship. And, you know, it cost me an extra $20 that way. So I think you all might need to, like, not just cross one finger, might have to cross 2 sets of fingers and your legs and everything else to outbeat the overseas name. Hey, Julie, how's it going? Banshee Mining's in the house. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it so much. Yes, you're in, You're in, John. And you don't have to be here to win, so feel free to go get stitches if you need stitches. And just put a ton of pressure on it until it stops bleeding and super glue it. But don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor. I'm like as close to being a doctor as you can get without being a doctor, but you know. I remember when I used to work construction, that duct tape. Duct tape was a cure-all. Did not matter what you did. Fell off a 50-foot ladder and your bones sticking out, just wrap your leg in duct tape. You can get it through the day. Lots more pixie dust and gold. So, and this is a 1 gram bag, so. Now I'm not going to do a results show tomorrow. I might post pictures see if I get the whole gram. I might do a results. I might just weigh it up to see if I get the full gram or not. See how much I miss after the show. We'll see. I won't be able to do an ROI or anything like that because I don't remember what I paid for it. It's been so long I threw away the sheet because I knew it was just going to be a Tuesday bag. Jose, how's it going? Mad Lad, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Hope everyone's doing good. I think the same way, John. The other day, what was it? Like 2 weeks ago, I hurt my left hand. I sprained it doing something silly. And as soon as it happened and the pain set in, I was like, oh, thank God it's my left hand. You know? It is pretty clean. It's a little hard to tell. This water was kind of dirty before I started. But I'm only panning a little bit at a time, so. Since it is LXR and he's in Arizona, I think the vast majority of his, that's a nice piece. I'll have to save that one. That's a nice piece. I think the majority of his material he gets has already been run. So this isn't supposed to be an unsearched bag. It's just supposed to be a bag of Paydirt, you know. LXR isn't known for doing unsearched bags. It's more themed bags. Typically, he does like really big themes. Like he'll do a dragon bag and it'll have a dragon's egg in it or something, you know. So I think this was just a mix. It's one of the reasons why I haven't ever reviewed LXR. Just because it's so hard to get, you know, somebody to email him and tell him what you want and stuff like that. If you just had a website where I could tell my secret shopper, click this button, it works so much better, you know. But he does sell Paydirt again. He's got a YouTube channel. I will post a link to his YouTube channel in a minute. But make sure you go subscribe to him. Really good guy. Also out of Arizona. And since it is Arizona month, I'm going to really promote the Arizona sellers and YouTubers. Look at this. Another big old piece of pyrite. We'll save that. Matthew Strickland, how's it going? Thank you. Matthew's my newest Patreon member. So thank you, Matthew, for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you for joining the live show. I appreciate it. Oh, the zombie bag. Yeah. Yeah, he's had a couple bags that were really, really cool. And I wish he would do buy it now buttons, but I think he doesn't want to have like, he doesn't want to come home and find out he just sold 10 bags of Paydirt. I think it's more like somebody orders it and you can tell them yes or no. Because he's had a couple bags that I really wanted, but it's, too complicated to get a secret shopper and having to email them, because then they have to email me back and he said this, he said that. What do I answer, Yeah, LXR is awesome. He really is. Yeah, let's see. More gold, more fly poop, more fairy dust. And here, let me drop. Oh no, I'm knocking stuff over in my studio now. Let me. There you go. Make sure you go over and subscribe to LXR's channel. I'm sure he would appreciate it. And anyone else you see in the show that has a channel you might want to subscribe to. Wrenches Repairs, John R. Prospecting. Lots of people. If you see someone in chat that you're not already subscribed to, just click the little hamburger menu next to them. Go to their channel, see if they have any videos or content, and subscribe to them. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe to other channels, and everyone appreciates more subscribers. Always makes their day better when they log in and they see they got a couple more people. And plus, with YouTube always kicking people off just because they, want everyone to always constantly be striving to get more subscribers. It's always nice to get a couple to make up for the couple that they unsubscribed, That's what it's called, isn't it? I've always told the three little dots is a hamburger menu. 3 or 4, because it's supposed to look like, a hamburger. Hey, Paul, thanks for joining the show. Appreciate it. And everyone who's here, I appreciate everyone who's here. Rocky Mountain Prospector, thank you for being here, Brad. I appreciate it as well. No worries, no worries. Don't want you to get in a wreck texting. How close are you now, John? I'm sure one of my mods will click that show button here. I'll do it. There we go. How close are you, John? See, I don't even pay attention to how many subscribers I have, so I never know how many subscribers anyone has. It's awesome. And there he is himself, Mr. LXR. Lucas, thank you very much for joining the show. Appreciate it. More fine gold, more fairy dust. Seems to be tonight's theme. Fairy dust and fine gold. That's it. It only gives you a reporter block. Maybe it's just my end. Oh. Well, I guess you'll have to be doing a whole bunch of typing then. Really? I thought, because I swear I've seen it on when I'm looking at other people's channels. I'll have to go look. I think only my mods can post links, so you have to be really, really nice to my mods. I think only HD is here, and he might be at work. You know, Ortiz is just listening. Weez and Geezer's a no-show. And I'm busy panning people, so Vester, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. 776. You're getting there. You're getting there. Makes it more fun that way. Yeah, I see, if this was my Paydirt, I would, I mean, maybe not because it's got all the funny little rocks in it. Not the colored rocks. I really like it, but I like the dirt itself and stuff. But like I said early in the show, this was originally supposed to be a review, and I don't like doing reviews on Paydirt if you have options. And since you do offer options of easy, medium, or hard, I don't like picking the hardest one because I figure most people are going to go for medium, and I want to do what the most people are going to watch. So, and it's also one of the reasons why I started my show early, and I'm still going behind. It's already 6:45, and I've only probably done about half the Paydirt. So we haven't even gotten to the finishing pan yet. I think they wanted the link to John R's channel. Don't like flower gold. Yeah, that's the reason. Like I said, that's usually why I don't review too many Paydirts that are just really hard Paydirts. Because you really have to love panning and like fine gold. Because even some people who love panning don't like really fine gold. They just want to see the chunky stuff. And, you know, now, if that's all the seller offers, then I'll review it because, you know, that's their only option. And people might be interested, you know. But searched and sub. There you go. That's what I always just do. Like typically after my live show, I have a little note that I keep right a piece of paper next to my computer when I'm on the show, and I just jot down little notes at the end of the show. I know to go do things. Like I saw there was an error on my website when I was setting up, so I need to go fix that after the show. I love AZ Paydirt. And then again, I pretty much love all Paydirt except for Florida Paydirt because, you know, we all know how much gold there is in Florida. This is the easy part though. See, I haven't even gotten to it. I'm just dumping it out. So I haven't even gotten to the hard stuff yet. This is gonna be the pain. And I messed up my pan, my finishing pan the other day. I scrubbed it a whole bunch today, but I'll have to show you. I had some, I was panning out some Alaskan Paydirt just for fun the other day, de-stressing. And it was Paydirt that had a lot of iron in it. And I kind of was panning and it was frustrating me. So I, you know, just set my pan down and I left. And I forgot about it until the next day when I came in, it rusted my pan all up. So I had to scrub my pan pretty good and it still had some rust marks on it. So it's driving me crazy. Well, LXR, you know, he can correct me if I'm wrong, but almost all his Paydirts are custom made. So, and I did drop a link earlier to his website. So you can order a bag of Paydirt if you want one. But they're all made custom. So he asks you, you know, like how you want the bag. He'll generally, if you look at each bag in the description, it'll tell you, you know, like If it's a certain theme, it'll have certain things in it. But then he makes it custom, like for difficulty wise. Yeah, the dragon one was funny. That one was just because I think I panned it out during a live show because I had a whole bunch of his little bags of Paydirt, and one of them said dragon. I had no clue. And I got the dragon one, and I don't even think I realized that you could open the egg up for like a week. It was just sitting there on my desk, and then like a week later, I was like, oh. I was like, you could twist this. And like inside was a little gem. It was like awesome. And that was I really like that one. And see, like typically when I say things like on a lot of reviews, I say I don't like the extra tchotchke people put in Paydyrts, and I'm not a huge fan of it unless they tell you. Like if they tell you in the description you're going to get a little dragon egg in it, then that's awesome. You know what you're paying. That's why descriptions are so good. It's just like if they don't tell you there's silver in a bag of Paydirt, and let's say you spend $100 on a bag of Paydirt, and afterwards you find out there's $5 worth of silver. That could have been $5 worth of gold. If they'd have told you, hey, it's got silver and gold, you're gonna know. Well, I'm gonna probably end up with some silver, and then you won't be disappointed. But if the description's no good and they don't tell you there's silver, then to me that's just a giant disappointment because that could have been gold, and I'd much rather have gold than silver. JD Nafi, you can buy anything besides golden Paydirt or Klesh. Those would be my two to stay away from. There's actually a whole bunch. Just go check out my website. Just type in website on the chat box, and it'll post at my website, millerprospecting.com. I have a whole list at the bottom of all the sites to avoid. If you go to the bottom left corner, there's probably 30 websites that should all be avoided. Mentally corrupted. Home Zoo and Prospecting, how's it going? And thank you for joining the show. And you too, as well, JD Nafi. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And there you go. Thank you very much, HD. I appreciate that. Thank you for being a mod. Wheeze and Geezer's probably going to stroll in. Donna's probably going to stroll in at like 7:05. They didn't get the memo. And I haven't gotten... Gina's drops too many Paydyrts too quickly for me. By the time I would get around to getting a secret shopper to buy his Paydyrts, he's already sold out. So, since those are limited run as new ones, I'm probably not going to review them. Because by the time I get around to reviewing them, they'll be out of stock and won't be coming back. So, I have heard through the grapevine, though, that he's got another one coming out. He's got another Paydirt coming out. So, he might be put on the back burner, though. Who knows? I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of bad sellers out there, Like I said, just check out my website, Miller Prospecting. I have the top 10 recommended. And most of those went through a Paydirt battle last year where I did my Paydirt Super Bowl. So, it's not just my opinion. It's reviewing these sellers multiple times. And then at the bottom, I also have my top 100, last 100 reviews. And at the bottom, all the sellers that have really, really bad ROIs or just not good. Lots of ones to avoid. HD. I know a lot of people that would really like some of it. Some of those limited bags. Yeah, YouTube and its notifications are just horrible. I gave up on notifications. I don't even get my own. So I always make sure, like, once I post the live show, like the night before, because I always typically try to post the live show around the same time the day before. So there'll be a notice for 24 hours. And as soon as I post it on YouTube, I go to my phone, open up YouTube, and I click the, notification button to make sure I get notified about my own live show, just so I don't forget about it. And I almost never get my own notification. It's like, okay, if y'all can't even notify the person that show it is, you know. This was a classic bag. It was, I don't remember. So I had a secret shopper buy this, and they told you to just make it hard. So it had a whole bunch of goodies in it. So I don't know. It had the classic bag. It's been a long time. This was ordered last year sometime, like early last year. And I don't want to say too much. I don't even remember who my secret shopper was then. Megan, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And thank you for being a Patreon member. Appreciate it. Yeah. More fine gold. More pixie dust. Gary, how's it going? There's no proof of that, Gary. That video has been deleted. He deleted that video, so there's no proof of what you speak of, Gary. What magnetic gold? Paul, I don't know which Paydirt you're talking about. If you're talking about the GNS Paydirts, Paul, then no, he does actually get material from very specific places. He is the only Paydirt seller I know that will travel. I mean, he actually goes. So if he wants, Texas dirt, he flies down to Texas, fills a bag full up of dirt, flies back, and that's his limited run of Texas dirt. Typically, it's because he gets gold from that area as well. So not all of his bags, but most of his bags that are like limited run bags are from very hard to get areas, and he puts the gold from that area in there as well. Klesh did a video a while back saying that somebody, because he buys gold, and that someone sold him gold and the gold was magnetic. And then he tried to say that they got the gold from either me or Vendetta Prospecting, And you could see in the video that it wasn't, it didn't even look like gold, so I don't know. Oh, most of the people have seen it. I think that's why he deleted it, because I don't think it had very good. I think the problem with that video was, and honestly, I didn't see anything wrong with the video. I don't really think he was trying to throw us underneath the bus. I think it was just, sometimes you say something in a video and you don't realize afterwards until after the video is published. You're like, that doesn't sound right. And I do it all the time where I'll shoot a video and I just dislike the video afterwards, where I'm like, I should have said something different. I didn't get my words across properly. And I honestly don't think he was trying to throw us underneath the bus. I think it just came out that way. But I think he got so much negative feedback from it that he figured, better just to delete it. Bob's Pistols and Paydirt, how's it going? Well, we're going to end the show. We're just waiting for you to get home. The minute you step through your door, MJ, we're turning the show off. Like, bye. All right, there we go. Finally down to the finishing pan. Let's clean out my pan. Get all the rest of that flour gold and pixie dust in here. Jake Peacock, thank you for joining the show. How's it going? I've seen some really dark gold. I've seen everything. Now, I'm not going to say that. I know a lot of people come down on that video saying that about the gold being magnetic. But there's a lot of gold out there that has iron in it, and iron's magnetic. You can get, what he showed on the video was very fine stuff, so I don't think it was gold. It didn't even look like gold. It wasn't bright and shiny when he had it sitting next to the other stuff. It might have been pyrite mixed with iron or something, but I think everyone just took, heart to the video and were upset with the video because he said, another seller's name. And since Clash sells, if you're selling Paydirt and you say something negative about another seller, it's never going to end well. Which is one of the reasons why I don't sell Paydirt. You don't want that. Oh wait, she's still here. Okay, everyone pretend like we're still here. Yeah. Hey, MJ, yeah, we're still here. Sorry, let's get rid of all these blondes. Well, thank you, Nightbot. I did not know that. Nightbot's always so informative. And I got some, who is it? I had some really nasty looking gold from, I think it was Yukon Alley. Man, it had so much quartz and little bitty pieces of trash on it. I mean, it was really, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. But I think a lot of the, uncleaned Alaskan or Yukon gold, I need to watch what I'm saying. So like from Yukon Alley and Blue Tundra, that's some hard stuff because it's not clean. So it's really dark. It'll have pieces of, like there was one piece that I got out of the Yukon bag that it was just essentially a flat piece of quartz, really thin, flat piece of quartz. And all you could see was quartz. And then you flipped it over, it was solid gold on the other side. And it was still a tiny little piece that wouldn't even budge the scale. So just depending on how it sat in your pan, you wouldn't know if it was gold or not. Allegedly. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, JD. No worries, LXR. I'll probably be here for a little bit, another hour. Getting through the rest of this. Yeah, wire gold, you don't see it very often. The only person, I can't remember. There's a seller out of California. You have to email them to buy their Paydirt. They're near the Potato Patch area. They have a little gift store and they sell Paydirt. If you email them, you can ask them because they buy gold from only their area. That's where they make all their Paydirt from, is from the gold in the area. So they usually have like Potato Patch gold, but they do get wire gold pretty consistently, the owner told me. So if you email them, they'll tell you when they get some in so you can get a bag of Paydirt from them with wire gold in it. And then they don't charge you extra. So that's the one good thing about them. You probably won't get it that often, and there's no guaranteed amount of gold. So it's a risk. But most sellers, if they say they have wire gold, now you're going to be paying 100, now you're going to be paying 125, 150 a gram. First Creek, that's it. Thank you very much. First Creek Rock Shop. Yeah. She knows. She knows. Yeah. And I really like them. They're really great. It sucks they had it on their website for a while. You could buy the Paydirt right off their website. But then I did a review on them, and I think that might have backfired for them, and they might have got too many orders, and they pulled it off their website. So, but yeah, they do have a website. You can just Google them, First Creek Rock Shop. They do have a website with a contact page. They don't sell their Paydirt on their website, but you can email them and ask them. They sell it in the shop. I think they do. If I remember right, it's like a $50, a $100, and a $250 bag. But you can ask them when they get wire gold in. They typically don't get wire gold. It's mostly the potato patch type gold, which I'm not a huge fan of unless it's big chunkers. But they do get wire gold. The last time I reviewed them, I think I had both bags had wire gold in them. Thank you very much, JD Nafi. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And Wrench, thank you very much as well from earlier. Really appreciate that. Brian Phillips, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Joining the show. Breckenridge. I think everybody's with the metal detectors going to Breckenridge now. After they saw those bird nests, everything that's magnetic is going in buckets now. Breckenridge is going to be so clean. Breckenridge is going to be picked clean in about a year or two from now. A metal detector won't go off within 10 miles of Breckenridge. People are going to be pulling down people's houses, pulling out their plumbing. I heard something. My metal detector went off. That's my hose. What are you doing? Metal detector went off. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, Dusty. Appreciate it. I will say, every time I see Dusty's name on here, I miss the Dusty part, and I just see golden reviews, and I just think of Martin. I keep thinking, oh, Martin's in here again. He was at the premiere for the Clash video. What's up, Charles? Appreciate it. I figured most people are probably going to be late for tonight's show, because I did forget to put an announcement on the community page. Not that people know where the community page is. I can't even find most people's community page. Like, I don't even think I knew there was a community page until like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, YouTube does not make anything easy. We're running a sluice. There you go. Personally, if I had the money, I would just go there with dump trucks, fill up all the dump trucks just with all those rocks, bring them to my house, dump them in my backyard, and just sit there with a pinpointer all day. Pick up a rock? Nope. Throw it in the neighbor's yard. Pick up a rock? Nope. Throw it in the neighbor's yard. Pick up a rock? Ooh, went off. I'll put this in the keep collection. The last I heard, he still does, but I haven't heard from him in a while. I never saw any really good results, but he never has a lot of time to go up there because he goes up there for such a short amount of time, and then he's got to do reclamation. So, if you're only going to be up there for 3 weeks, and it takes you a week to set up, then you can go and look around for a week or two, probably with bad weather or breakdowns or anything else. You're only really going to get out there for 7 to 8 days. And then you got to start reclamation, and spend all that time putting everything back together. You really have to be able to go there and just spend the whole summer. Mark, I know that's some serious. I guarantee you that family's regretting. I mean, they're probably not. I don't want to say anything negative, but they probably seeing this and they're like, "Oh my God, now everyone's gonna be here." You know, it's gonna look like an old chain gang from the 20s. Except for without pickaxes, everyone's just gonna have metal detectors all standing in a line. Oh yeah, looking for the wire gold. Oh yeah. There's a line of like 100 people just all swinging metal detectors. What's up, CJ? How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Oh, Bob, if you ever want to sell that bag instead of panning it out, let me know. I wouldn't mind having that on my shelf. Just send me an email, Dylan at Miller Prospecting. Yeah. Even if you don't, you can just email me and show me pictures of it. But I would like that on my shelf. That'd be a good bag to have on my shelf. So if you ever think about it, Bob, if you're like, I'm never going to pan this out, it would look so good on Dylan's shelf. I've panned out my devil's dirt on shows before. There's no hidden link tonight, Charles. We're doing the actual giveaway tonight. So after we finish panning this out, we're going to give away, because we have all names, 10 names pulled. So tonight we're just doing the giveaway. No hidden link, nothing to win tonight. You just get the grace of looking at my ugly mug tonight and no reward for doing it. Lots and lots of fairy dust. Oh my gosh. There is gold though, see? Lots of gold. But lots of... How are we doing on time? We're not doing too bad. Probably end the show around 8 tonight. So I'll probably run a poll. So tomorrow I probably will do a results show. I want to see. Now, typically I don't weigh up stuff if it's out of ROI time. And I won't tell you an ROI tomorrow. But I will see how much of this gold I catch. Because I'll be curious if I get the full gram. Now, I'm sure there was a little bit extra. There's probably more than exactly 1 gram. But I'll be curious to see if I miss any or how much I miss. Because this stuff's pretty much a pain. And then typically when I do pan out fine gold, I would have the pan like this close to my face. And I can't really do that on the camera. So the pan's about a foot away from me. Makes it harder to see. Yeah, it's definitely some fine gold. Yeah, I think the Alabama Gold Camp's been worked so much. I'd be really surprised if you ever have a really good. I think your best bet at the Alabama Gold Camp is really in the public piles, because I'm pretty. I know everybody talks. A couple people talk about it. It's probably seeded. They want you to come back and do the piles or rent their dredges and stuff. So I'm sure they seed their piles, their community piles. They want you to rent their high bankers. Oh, that's awesome, Brad. That is awesome. I'm horrible at geography, so I couldn't tell you a place. Because if you don't know the area, if you obviously don't want to just go find a stream somewhere and look. So even though they have some places that have some really good stuff, you could find, but just, if you only got a week finding that place, it'd probably take too long. I know they have some decent places in North Carolina. I'd definitely be stoked 4 grams. And they're not even nuggets that like you bought or anything like that. These are the found ones. Those are the best ones. All right. Oh, Jeff would be crazy to be around. Welcome back, MJ. uh, chores never end, Ortiz. You should know that. You've been married for a while. Chores never end. If you're married, chores never end, and if you have kids, chores never end. Even though you think like, oh, I'm gonna give the kids a chore list. Nope, that just means you got to go back and redo it all, and then give them a speech about how they should do things properly the first time. It wastes another 15 minutes. No idea what that is. it sounds like that sounds like a pizza night, MJ. You know, when you're beat, pizza. Now, it's actually not it's not doing as bad as I was worried it would be. That's the one thing about gold. You never know. Sometimes you get some flour gold and fine gold, and it just doesn't want to, like, whatever's with it just doesn't want to move. But so far, everything's moving pretty quickly out of the pan. I mean, it's slow, but it's moving. I had some pay dirt the other day, this stuff that I was telling y'all about that just frustrated me, and I left it in the pan and it rusted in my pan. Because I just couldn't get anything to move. No matter how I changed up or, tap from the side, the back, the bottom, I just could not get anything to move. I mean, the bigger pieces of pyrite don't want to move, but that's okay. That's what fingers are for. But all this crushed pyrite is moving pretty easily. And it's not really trying to take any gold with it so far. So it's doing pretty good. All right. I've been not wanting to do this. Usually, typically, if I'm doing a review, I don't wash this out because I figure if there's any gold I'm going to miss, it's going to be in this last section. But since this is Tuesday, if I missed any gold, it's going to the Tuesday tailings. But I'm just trying to get less gold. Less water. So. And again, tomorrow I am going to weigh this up. I won't give a ROI or anything, but I'll be really curious to see if I get the full gram tomorrow. I typically try not to do super hard pay dirts on these Tuesday shows, especially not if I'm going to weigh it up. But, I am really curious. Awesome, Bob. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll try to remember to reply tonight. Usually, after my live shows, I'm usually pretty dead and I just go and eat, talk to my kids, watch a movie. But I'll try to remember to email you tonight. But can y'all see the rust spots? I got all these rust spots burned into my pan and it's driving me crazy. So I might give this pan away if somebody wants a finishing pan. It's got some rust spots in it, but it's getting kind of old anyway. I was thinking about replacing it. I might give it away in Patreon. If somebody wants a very used, rust spotted up finishing pan. But again, and I haven't posted in a while, we are panning out some LXR Paydirt. He's not here right now. He's driving home. But make sure you go check out his website, subscribe to his channel. I just posted a link to his YouTube channel. And in his YouTube description, I'm almost positive he has a link to his website. And I will tell you why he's not here again, because I didn't want to say it while he was in the show because he might have changed it really quickly. But he's selling his Paydirt right now for $85 shipped. And gold is what, $76? So you do have to email him, though, to order a bag, and he might change the price, but, You know, it's always a try. Maybe, you know, one or two people email them and say, hey, how much for, you know, I want a bag of Paydirt. Maybe you can get a good deal, you know. A bag with 1.1 in it would essentially be a 100% ROI bag, you know. Everybody needs a vacation. And I'm still trying to figure out the Freedom Fest thing, if I'm going to go or not. Because I was kind of thinking about, you know, if my daughter and her boyfriend wanted to go, it'd make it a lot easier because he lives in Indianapolis. So it'd have been a lot easier travel and stuff like that, you know, was swapping up driving, and he's got a much bigger car than me. But they're going to be out of town. They're going somewhere else. It doesn't involve gold panning. So I got to see if it's worth it for me and my son to go up again. It's a month away. I got to find out. Here, somebody post the dates of when Freedom Fest is so I can write it down. I need to write it down and go look it up tonight and figure it out. Even though I shouldn't be spending any money, I kind of do want to go get a nice vacation, spend a day doing something. Because my court case just got delayed, I think, a month and a half, which means that's another month and a half I'll be paying a lawyer for something, you know. You know, because just because the court case got delayed doesn't mean he's going to stop working. You know, he'll have to, oh, look, let me look up this. Let me do this. So I can just see that cha-ching, cha-ching, bill time coming. Weekend after Mother's Day. All right, let me write this down. Yeah. But it's good it's not Mother's Day weekend because I never had my kids in, obviously, for obvious reasons. But I have to see. I might just come up for one day. I might just come up for Saturday, hang out. You know. I appreciate that A3. Always, I know so many people are just lurking, but that's fine. I appreciate all my lurkers. So yeah, so this stuff's moving pretty good. I was kind of worried at first. I mean, it's still taking me a good hour to pan out. I'm still not done. All right. Well, that's awesome, John. I need to contact whoever's running it to see who's going, just so I know how many people are going. I mean, I know like John R is going. Uh, I'm pretty sure JP is going to go and Benzo. But I'll have to see. It'd be nice to get a list to see everyone that's going. No, this is Tuesday. I don't go back through my Tuesday tailings. I won't say ever, but in most cases, I never go back through my Tuesday tailings. That's why if I miss something, it just gets put in a bag of Paydirt for Patreon member or for these Tuesday live shows. No. Yeah, I've got an email to Can Do. I might buy the tickets this week. Maybe I'll buy the tickets tonight. That'll force me to think about it more, because nobody wants to miss out on spending money. All right, PA. I figured you were going to be there as well, PA. You got to pay for that camper. That camper, you got to have some. That's a good thing about having a camper is it makes you want to use it all the time. Like, okay, we got to go somewhere with it. Dry washer and head south. No golden south, man. You don't want to go south. You want to go north. And you don't want a dry washer. Have you ever seen those Vendetta videos where he's dry washing? He's got to wear a giant ventilator when it's 110 degrees out? No, thank you. Package total, Dennis Hendrick. Yep, just one ticket. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say anything because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure what is it? It's $50 a ticket, covers, and it's spaghetti dinner. I think the spaghetti dinner is Saturday night. I might be wrong though. I don't have any of this information. My mind doesn't retain stuff. That's awesome, PA. That's really awesome. Because you never know. With campers, it goes one of two ways. It's kind of the same thing as if you buy exercise equipment for your house. It's one of two ways. You're either never going to use it or you're going to use it all the time and you're going to take advantage of it. Because it's so funny. I have a neighbor that lives I guess 2 blocks away. And I drive by their house every day because they're just on my route to go anywhere, post office or anything. And right when I bought my house, they bought a huge camper pull, tow hitch camper, but it's like a 50-footer, it probably cost them, $250,000. And I've never seen it leave ever. I mean, it's a beautiful thing and I've never seen it leave. And then I think right at the beginning of winter, they put a for sale sign on. I'm like, yeah, because they realize, this is not doing it. Yeah. What's up, Mark? How's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Well, I don't drink, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't drink sodas or anything. The only thing I drink is water. Every once in a while, I steal one of my kids' pineapple juice, but that's about it. Just when I need something. And coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Coffee and water, that's it. And coffee's pretty much water, too. Yeah. I got lots of money for... My beer fund dried up years ago. I used up all my beer funds in my teens. All right. I think this is about as good as I'm going to get it. Still got a couple little pieces. Everything in here, there's no black sands left. It's just the really fine crushed pyrite. So the other day I woke up and I was just, I don't know, I was so groggy and I just wanted some coffee. And I was like, okay, I just need my coffee. And for whatever reason, I just dumped the grounds in my cup, poured some hot water, and just because I use a Keurig. And I just turned on the Keurig and dumped the hot water and I started just drinking it. And it actually took me like 3 or 4 sips to realize that, I didn't actually, run the coffee through a filter. And I was just drinking grounds, and I was like, oh, well. All right. But there we go. I'll be really curious tomorrow to see if I got the whole gram or not. But there we go. Nice pile. It's got a couple little extra doodads in there. That's not gold. Needs to go over there. Oh, and let me put the other stuff in. So we got some opals too. So gold and opals. So yeah, really good one. I really enjoyed that one. I wish I would have reviewed that one now. I was so worried about it being super difficult to review. I mean, it still would have been a pain to review because I'd have to go back through everything and pan it out another second and third time. So it would have taken me a long time. But that's the one tchotchke I actually like in my Paydirt. I really like opals. So. But all right, let's get my coffee. Let's move all this stuff around, make y'all look at my ugly mug, and then we're going to give away that 1 gram bag of Paydirt, of Miller Prospecting's Golden Paydirt. It's much different than any other Golden Paydirt. This is like the real deal stuff. Now, my son gave up his rock collection, what was it, early last year or maybe late the year before. He actually made some gem Paydirt and sold it to fund his BB gun collection at the time, which now he's no longer into BB guns, of course, So, but no, he doesn't have his rock collection anymore. Kids, they change everything up all the time. There we go. There's some nice big opals in there. I really like those. So that was awesome. But all right, let me pop open chat, make sure everything's set. Like diamonds and opal. It's been a while since I knew. Probably it's been years since I know eBay sellers. There used to be a lot of eBay sellers that used to use that gimmick. Like they would say, oh, there's diamonds in there. And they would just use like industrial grade diamonds that were worthless, and they'd dump a couple in there, that weren't really worth anything. So yeah, I don't see them that often. And every once in a while I'll see Herkimer diamonds, but those again, not really worth too much. So yeah, but that's a nice little pile. Now, we'll be doing a results show tomorrow. I am getting some stuff. I bought some more stuff so I can start trying to do the results on the end of our current lives. I have to do shoot a video first just to make sure everything works, to make sure the camera angle will work. I have to bring down another scale just so I can have a scale set up over here. But then we won't have to do the results shows the next day. I can just start drying it up and weighing it up and stuff like that. It was LXR Paydirt. LXR. I can't really see it because of my microphone, but LXR Paydirt. So yeah, we went through some LXR Paydirt. Really nice stuff. But all his stuff is custom made, so his bags are all custom made, so you wouldn't get anything like that probably, But you can go check out his YouTube channel. Make sure anyone who isn't subscribed to LXR, go subscribe to him. Really great guy. He's out of Arizona. And then he does have a website, but if you go to his YouTube channel, I'm almost positive his website's in the About Me page. But if not, it's LXR Postal Prospecting. So LXRpostalprospecting.net. That must have been on sale because I can't see a reason not to get the .com. I can't see somebody else having the LXR postal prospecting.com. It must have been a price thing. Because I've bought some websites like that before where it was like, oh, if you want the .com, it's going to cost you, $15 a year. But if you get the .net, we'll give it to you for 5 years for $5. Hey, Joey Brown, how's it going? Thank you for sharing. I like Herkimers. Herkimers are cool. It's just they're not worth, value. You're like, see, the thing is, like, if you do Paydirt that's got gold in it or silver in it, you can resell that. You can find a place if you get enough of it. If you get 2 or 3 pieces of silver, But if you get 1 ounce or 2 ounces of silver out of Paydirt, you can go to a pawn shop and sell it. You can go to a jeweler and sell it. You can sell the gold to multiple places. If you get a couple industrial grade diamonds in your Paydirt, there's nothing you can do with it. If you get some Herkimer diamonds in your Paydirt, there's nothing you can really do with it. Unless you're a jeweler yourself and you're going to make jewelry out of it and sell it, it has no resale value. So if you like them personally, like, see, me personally, I love garnets. I really like garnets. So typically, and opals, if I get some, I'll save them and put them in a treasure box until, I do something and, make a bag of Paydirt for somebody or something special. Then I'll be like, okay, time for me to get rid of them. Got those sizes. Yeah, those are really big. I'm really surprised about that. Those are some nice pieces of opal. I know there's a place I want to say in Texas. I'm pretty sure it's in Texas. I originally used to have it bookmarked because I wanted to go there. They have an opal place. I believe I'm almost positive it's in Texas, where you just go there and you pick out a plot of ground and they dig up the entire plot of ground, and they put a giant tent over it. So then you can just go there and just dig through all the dirt to try and find opals. And I was like, that would be a cool way to spend the day, Diamonds, garnets, and gold. There you go. Wildcat Prospecting. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. I like the garnets and the gold part. That's actually one of my favorite Paydirts. I was actually talking to someone earlier, and they were talking about my devil's dirt. And I told them earlier that I really enjoy garnet sands. It's one of my favorite things to pan out is garnet sands and gold. Because you get that red from the garnet and then just the gold. I think those two look best together. Get rid of all the other dirt and, I'm golden. I probably need to review. I don't know. Does GNS still have his garnets and gold bag up? I'll have to go look. I might have to go get one of those for a live show or something. He's got too many other bags. I've already reviewed that bag in the past. But I might have to get one for a live show. If I was going to review anything from Gold Nugget Sales, it'd have to be something I haven't reviewed before. Cutting. I have to look that one up. Do they have a website package? Because me and my son are going to be doing a sapphire gem review, I think next month, after my Arizona month. Yeah. Well, I know that, but I can't afford to go to Australia to go hunt down opals. So, most people, it's the same thing with, anything, you're not going to get the best in the places that most people can afford to go. Just like if you're going to go out gold panning, the odds are, if you go somewhere, there's somewhere much better you could be, but you just can't afford to go there. No. But what is this? Let me look up this. What was it? Cutting edge jewelry. Because I'll say, I used to do a lot of gem Paydirts with my kids, and sapphires were by far the biggest hit out of all of them. Any of the ones we did, sapphire Paydirt was always the one that they enjoyed the most. So we'll definitely have to be doing that. No, all right, let me go make sure everything is set up for the giveaway tonight. Now, again, we're no hidden link tonight. I'm not pulling any names. We're just going to be giving away this, my own version of golden Paydirt, but this one is really good. It's got 1 gram of gold in it. And it's the Miller Prospecting Golden Paydirt. And we've already got all 10 names pulled. Let's see. We'll call out the names right now. So we have Nathan, KC Sring, Bierman's Prospecting, Stephen LeBlanc, Alan Jackson, Bierman's Prospecting again, Wiesengeezer TV, John R. Prospecting, Mark DeFrancia, and Jason G. Those are our 10 entrants we're going to have. It's all looking good. So, oh, package total, man. Well, all right. Well, that's good. At least now I don't have to spend an hour searching Google trying to find something and emailing people. But that's awesome. That's usually when you get the best deals, is when something is like, you know, just a, wing of the prayer type thing, where they're just like, oh, we'll just put this together and we'll do these things. Once people start selling it, trying to make money, that's when you usually don't get as good a deal. Panama Prospecting, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to wait like 9 minutes, then we're going to go. Here, we'll make this a little bit bigger. There we go. See that gold and those opals a little better. And then we'll go pick our winner, see who wins the bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. North California. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's places to go for pretty much anything, and there's just always going to be somewhere better somewhere else, so. I just thought the one was really cool in Texas just because of the way they had it formatted, where you essentially just got your own giant pit of dirt, And I remember looking at the page and they showed two people just sitting there in like lawn chairs with like little shovels, digging it and putting it on a table in front of them and then picking through it. Well, you're definitely not going to win tonight, Dennis, because your name's not in there. And I've already told everyone, even though the fix isn't in, one of those 10 people's names that I have in there is from overseas. And almost all the time that I have any type of giveaway where it's a limited run, if there's someone from overseas, they always win because it's $20. I think this one will be like $25 to ship. So, yeah, I know. I think, that was the one thing that I think took the longest for my son to give up was his sapphires, because we had 2 nice jars full of them. So, but yeah, we're going to be doing a gem review, sapphire gem review. I think it's the very beginning of May. I'll have to look, and especially if I'm going to Freedom Fest, I'll have to look. I don't know about the Freedom Fest yet. We'll have to look. I need to look at my calendar, see when things are. It just sucks. My calendar is on my other computer, so I can never tell when I'm doing something when I'm down here. HD. I need to go to Canada paneling with Dan Hurd. Yeah, that's too far. And if I was going to go up somewhere to pan, there were so many. I would much rather go pan with like Yukon Alley or, get on a real gold mine. So I've offered to, maybe I didn't offer. I thought about it, was telling Allison that I would come up there and work for free for a month if they just let me like shoot videos and have fun. But then I started thinking about it more, and it was kind of like, well, then they're making me work. And I'm too old to be working, But yeah, I would much rather go up somewhere and be like the cleanup room. I want to be the guy in the shed just cleaning up the gold afterwards, I always thought that was the best job on the Gold Rush show, was the guy who just sat there in the end using the jig table and, the giant Garrett pan and just slowly working all the gold. So 3 hours. That's awesome. That's not too bad. Yeah, if you're within 3 hours anywhere, see, that's my limit, is 3 hours driving. That's it. Because I figure I'll drive for an hour and a half, stop, get lunch, then drive another hour and a half, then I'm done. So, yeah, I mean, it'd be great to hang out with Dan. I'm not saying anything about not hanging out with Dan, but I would just, he doesn't have enough gold. Any gold that you find on his claim, I would have to work to find, Someone that's already got a working claim that's using bulldozers and stuff, much easier. He still has the garnets and gold. It's the 3-grammer. Ugh. Why does he always make the stuff I like? So, I mean, every time he does a bag that I really want, it's like, oh man, that looks like a good bag. He always does the 3-grammers. He needs to do like the half-grammers, like wire gold. And I'm sure Mike might end up seeing this video. I'm just joking. So we'll have to do that one of these days when I need a Tuesday night bag. I'll get one of his garnets and gold bags. So. Who was it? Someone just posted on Facebook that they were trying to sell a huge ranch. Oh, but that might have been our buddy. That might have been Dodge. That might have been Dodge that posted that. I saw on Facebook somebody just posted a huge, or maybe it wasn't a dredge, maybe it was a trommel. I don't remember. See, I can't remember stuff like that. There's always someone selling gold equipment. That's the one thing. If you become a gold miner, there's always somebody selling equipment because so many gold miners fail. So that's a 800-acre claim. That's a big claim. Only 29 hours to Ohio. Gina, he's got his training wheels bag. He's got some half-gram bags. He's got the half-gram bag. The only thing is he needs to add a medium difficulty half-gram bag because right now he's got the training wheels bag, which is really easy Paydirt, and then he's got the double black diamond. It was a 1 gram bag, but he's reduced it to a half-gram bag now. So he's got the 2 half-gram bags, but one super easy and one super hard. There's nothing in between. I think what he needs to do is when he does some of these, like I think every once in a while when he gets low, like when he did the Faircombe one, once he gets low on gold, he should not like say, oh, let me make 4 last bags. Make like 8 half-gram bags so more people get interested in them and see all the specimen gold. You know, I always thought people should, you know, I know a lot of people want to do like the 1 gram, and I know Dave at Gold Bay used to always do like his specimen bags were always like 3 grams. And, you know, but then it gets so expensive. If you're going to pay $300 for a bag of Paydirt to get specimen gold, it's only going to be people that really love specimen gold. But if you made a bag for $50, they might only have 2 or 3 little specimens in it, but then they'd get interested and say, oh, wow, I need to start collecting specimen gold, you know? But I think a lot of sellers need more affordable bags of Paydirt. I think the day's coming. Me and HD have talked about it a few times. When I first started doing these reviews 8 long years ago, 8 years I've been doing reviews. When I first started doing reviews, the vast majority of Paydirt that was sold was 1/4 gram bags and then half-gram bags. Those were the 2 most popular bags of Paydirt. And I think 1/4 gram edged out all the others. They used to sell 1/8 gram. Like if you went to most sellers, like if you went to Jimbo's Gold and, you know, Tom's Gold Dirt and all these old sellers, the majority of them all sold an 1/8 gram bag, a 1/4 gram bag, a half-gram bag, and then a 1 gram. Most of their Paydirts were smaller size. Like they didn't sell 3 grams and 5 grams and 10 grams and all that. They just had all these smaller stuff. They leaned more towards 1/8 gram. And if they could have made a 16th gram bag, they would have. And gold back then was, when I first started doing reviews, gold was about $34, $35 a gram. So can you imagine that, you know, you're paying $15 and getting an 1/8 a gram of gold. You know, now that's what an 1/8 a gram costs. So oh yeah, the diamond, the double diamond bag is a huge pain, Gold Hunter. I did a review on it. It took forever. That stuff was just such a pain. All right, A3, I appreciate it, brother. You go have a good one, Richard. Yep, Kenai was another one. Kenai's still around, though. I don't think he sells very much now that he's got his other jobs. But, yeah, the vast majority of sellers used to have 4 sizes, and 3 of them were half grams or less. Then they would have their 1 gram bag. Now, if you look at most sellers, the smallest bag they have is 1 gram. And gold at $76, the average price on a 1 gram bag of Paydirt is about $100 now. Not a lot of people can blow $100. They could swing 25 or 30 bucks. I think sellers need to start selling 1/4 gram bags of Paydirt. You figure a 1/4 gram a bag of Paydirt, what's that? About $20 worth of gold. You add in shipping, $5 worth of shipping, you know, you could sell it for 35 bucks. You pay a third of the price, you know. The ROI won't be the best, but, you know, cheap $5 to $10 bag. I've talked about it. I remember I talked to another seller about it where I think that's the one thing. One, I think the 2 things missing out of Paydirt nowadays is we need more half-gram bags available, and I think somebody needs to make up the market for lynch mining. Lynch mining's biggest product seller, towards the end anyway, was just his big 5-pound bags for 25 bucks or whatever they were, plus shipping. You know, they all had exactly 0.2 grams of gold in them, but you got a lot of material to pan out. So, what's up, Wheezin? Didn't see you. Thank you for being here and being a mod. I appreciate it. Culver prospecting. Yep, Culver's got some. Well, that's good. I just think all sellers need to do it. I think every seller should have a 1/4 gram bag, a 1/2 gram bag, and a 1 gram. And then if you have a big enough following and you're selling enough Paydirt, then you get bigger and bigger where you do the 3 grams, the 5 grams, and the 1 ounce. But if sellers want to get more people into this hobby, because I can only get so many people, most people that get into Paydirt see somebody's video that might get into it, or they, go gold mining with somebody. But then once you sell them, it's $100 a pop to buy a bag of Paydirt and try. Shies people away. It's the same thing with golf. If someone told me, hey, Dylan, you want to go play golf? I'd be like, yeah, sure, love it. Then they tell me, oh, well, it's $100 green fees and you got to go buy clubs and rent this. It's like, nope, I don't want to play golf that bad. Nope. I know the Belmont bags, and I think there's a market for those, but the problem is it's dirt. Not every seller has, for me personally, like if I was to try to sell Belmont, I just don't have an area access to lots of dirt. If I lived, in California, right by a river or something where I could say, hey, I'm going to go grab a couple of 5-gallon buckets. But it's definitely more time consuming selling 5-pound bags than, the little tiny ones. I'm the same way, Reg. That's why the only reason why I think about going to Freedom Fest, because it's like, oh, I don't have the money to spend, but it'd be nice to hang out and see some people. Yep, that's what I said. So once you get somebody in the community, though, you need to make it affordable so they can stay in the community. Yeah, that's it, package. I mean, it's the same thing with any hobby. Eventually it gets so expensive that it kind of, only people with a lot of money can do it. And you definitely don't want gold prospecting to be it. Or not gold prospecting, but, mailbox mining. We need to keep it cheap. And so new people can come in and not get ripped off and get a decent bag. So. But all right, let's go. It's getting kind of late. Let's go and do the giveaway. Give away the golden bag of Paydirt right here. Let's shrink down the ugly mug. Say goodbye to that LXR gold. That awesome stuff. And the beautiful opals. I will remember to take pictures of the opals tomorrow. I will do a results video tomorrow, so I will take pictures of those. But let's get rid of the panning cam real quick. Shrink down the ugly mug. And give away this 1 gram bag of Paydirt. So I need to thank everyone who watched over the last 10 weeks, the last 10 live shows to get their name picked. And this time we didn't have a single person no show. So that was really awesome. Usually out of every 10 runs, we've been getting one person missing and not being in attendance when I call their name. But this time we had all 10 show up. All were here. When I got into gold, it was 38 a gram. Yeah, that was like right after I got in. Because I'm almost, if I remember right, it was like 33, 34, somewhere around there. It's been a while. Because I actually have reviews from before I actually was on YouTube. But I deleted them a long time ago, and I wish I wouldn't have. I just bought a 1 gram for 75 with free shipping. That's awesome. That's awesome, ET. I was telling HD a while back, there was a seller who hadn't updated their price yet. And I was like, oh, I want to buy some of their Paydirt. And then right then I went to go check on their website. They had just jacked up their price by like $10 because they realized they were selling it too cheap. But all right, let's go. Pick a name. Wheel of names. We have the wheel names right here. Here we go again. Nathan, KC Serang, Bierman's Prospecting, Stephen LeBlanc, Alan Jackson, Bierman Prospecting again. That tells you somebody's been in the show every week. Weezen Geezer TV, John R. Prospecting, Mark DeFrancia, and Jason G. All in the running for this. We'll pick one winner and only one winner. We're going to shuffle it up, pick one winner. Whoever wins, they don't need to email me. They don't need to post anything in the live chat. I have everyone's address. They've either already emailed me before or they're Patreon members. So let's shuffle it up. Pick it. And there we go. Spin it. Good luck, everyone. Like I said, I already think I know who's going to win, but we're going to find out. Oh, no, I think maybe. I thought it was going to be John, because John does not have a Miller Prospecting bag of Paydirt. And it was so close, John. But Alan Jackson, and Alan is in chat, I'm pretty sure. He might have left, but thank you, Alan, for watching the show. You just won a 1 gram bag of Paydirt. I'm almost positive you have sent me your email, your address. But if not, I'll post my email and you can send me your address again. So congratulations to Alan. Doesn't have to be here. I don't know if he's still here, but let's. Now that Alan's won, everyone can look at my ugly mug. Oh, John R. must be on some delay. John R., you're on a delay. I'm seeing your comment coming up now, and everyone's already congratulating the winner. Did Alan win on Flower Gold Wizards too? Oh my gosh. That's usually the way it goes, is when somebody gets on a roll, they just win everywhere. So he's still here. He's probably just listening. Well, there you go. There he is. Alan, I don't know if I still have your, if you emailed me previously, I'll find your email. I'll find your address, but if not, just email me again, or if you want to double check. I'm almost positive I saved your email, but if not, you can email me again, send me your address, and I'll get this out to you. If not tomorrow, the next day. So it won't take you too long to get there. And I'll send you the tracking number and all that. But I appreciate you watching the live show. He didn't have to post. See, that's the thing. It's the giveaway. They don't have to post. Once they're picked and they get their name, they don't have to be here. They just get picked and they get sent this. So now I don't know what I'm going to do for next week. Next week I might do silver. I might do a silver bar since gold is going up and silver is going up. I don't know yet. We'll see. Because typically I wait to make bags of Paydirt when I'm doing my Patreon Paydirts, and I don't think I'll have my Patreon Paydirts made next week because I'm kind of behind on everything. So we'll have to see what we'll do for next week. We might just do some silver. Who knows? I'm sure I have something laying around, you know. Maybe we'll do a pen. Maybe we'll just give a pen away. But we'll do something for next week. Now, again, I will do a results video tomorrow. I'll take some pictures of those opals because those are really pretty opals. I don't know if they're cuttable or anything like that. But future, someone will get those in the future. I will give those away to somebody. And I will weigh up the gold. I won't give you an ROI tomorrow, but I will. And then Saturday, I do have another review coming out Saturday from another Arizona seller. I've never reviewed them before, but I did see somebody else has reviewed them previously. But I've never reviewed them before, so we got a new review out Saturday. And then next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out some Vendetta. Next Tuesday, we're going to be panning out a big old bag of Vendetta. Where is it at? Yeah. A big old bag from Vendetta, like a 3-pound bag of Vendetta Paydirt. So next week will probably be a 6 o'clock show as well. We might stick to 6 o'clock. We're going to see how it goes. This one isn't so bad. It's right 8 o'clock right now. And we're probably going to be here another 5 minutes. I don't want to start the shows at like 6 at some weird time, like 6:30. So we'll probably keep it at 6 just so in case something's tough, you know. And if it's a small bag of Paydirt, like something like, say, the HD one that I have over here that we'll do one night, maybe we'll pick something else that I have a bulk of. Because I do have some big bags of stuff that I'm just never going to pan out on a live show. We'll just add those in as well. Oh, that sucks for Dill. I'll have to send him a message. I haven't talked to him in a while. That sucks for Dill. He's a really great guy. He's a really great guy. You know, I'm not a huge fan of his Paydirt, but, you know, he kind of, you know, sometimes people price their own Paydirt so they don't sell that much. You know, it's kind of one of those things where if somebody stumbles on it, they'll buy it, but I'm not going to, you know, try and be the cheapest out there because I got better things to do with my time. But that's really sad about his dad. And I can't believe that. I'm going to have to go watch. I didn't watch the Flower Gold Wizards one yet. I'm going to have to go watch that now. I threw you a curveball. I knew you were going to be late. I was thinking about it all week. I was like, I wonder how many of my mods are going to mess that up. But yeah, next week will be a 6 o'clock start show again. We're going to see. This might be the new norm because I kind of want to start early because I have to call my kids earlier now because my son's in school and, you know, he tends to fall asleep pretty quickly. So I don't like, you know, I don't want to miss my time with my kids, calling my kids, and I don't like to be rushed after the show to race up there and call them. So I think the 6 o'clock is going to be the new time. It's going to take me a while to get used to, but the shows go on long enough that if you're late and you forget and you show up at 7, we're still here. So did the big 3 grammer. Now this is a custom one. Vendetta just sent me this one out of the kindness of his heart because he's an awesome dude. I mean, it doesn't even have a sticker on it or anything. He just sent this to me one day. Because we all know Mike's a great guy, so. I don't even know what's in it. No idea. I mean, he left a card with it, so. Well, he told me what's in there. Oh, and it's all fine gold too. He says in here it's all fine gold. So next week we'll be doing more fine gold challenge. So you'll definitely need the start time next week because that's a lot of material to go through if it's fine gold too. That was made with flower gold. I'm gonna have to watch that. I haven't seen that. I didn't even I didn't get a notification that he did his video because I try to always watch those really good. Not that I'm ever gonna win his show, but I just like to watch him and see what he's giving away and stuff. He still makes me pay. Yeah, usually I pay. Usually, like, I have secret shoppers that buy all my stuff. But he just, like I said, I don't know. He just sent me a package one day and he's like, here, awesome. I was like, awesome, brother. I can't complain about that, So, and since it is Arizona month for me, or I'm trying to make it as Arizona month as I can, next Tuesday we'll definitely be going through some Vendetta prospecting. The review I got coming out Saturday probably isn't the best Arizona Paydirt, so, I didn't want to do that next Tuesday as well. If I don't have a great return, I don't want to do it twice. So, but I'm going to get out of here, everybody. I'm going to go hang out, call my kids. I appreciate everyone coming to the live show and coming a little bit early this week. Next week, again, it will start at 6, but I do always post it early. I will have a results video tomorrow. Saturday, a new video premiering. And then next Tuesday, panning out some of Arizona's best Vendetta prospecting. And thanks everyone to LXR for today's Paydirt. It was awesome stuff with some opals. Make sure you go check out his website at lxrpostalprospecting.net and his YouTube channel, LXR Postal Prospecting. But I'm going to get out of here. Alan, if you email me or if I can't find yours, I will send this bag of Paydirt out to you. Thanks to everyone who watched all my live shows and was entered in the giveaway. And congratulations to Alan for winning. But I'm out of here. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful week until I see you all Saturday at the premiere and then next Tuesday.